I'm Lynda Halligan, and this is Hollywood's Top 10. We have a very special show for you today. ReelzChannel movie reviewer Richard Roeper is back with us. How are you?
How are we doing, Lynda? I put away my veto pen because I'm in favor of all the movies we're going to talk about today.
Okay, good, because they are your picks. And there is a reason that you're here for this episode. The world premiere of The Kennedys is airing only here on ReelzChannel, TV about movies, starting April 3rd. The 8-part movie event stars Greg Kinnear, Katie Holmes, and Tom Wilkinson. So today, we're counting down your top 10 presidential portrayals of all time.
Yeah, these are some of our finest actors through the years playing some of the more complex, interesting, fascinating characters in American history, real and fictional.
And even one TV portrayal.
That's right.
All right, well, let's get started. Now, I remember when Nixon came out, Anthony Hopkins was actually nominated for an Oscar for this performance, but a lot of people complained he didn't look like him, he didn't sound like him. What about his mannerisms? Did that make up for it?
I think so. He really embodied the Nixon persona, that combination of brilliance and paranoia that you saw in that clip right there, where that, we see Nixon sweating at the press conference and trying to be funny. He was never comfortable in his own skin, and I thought Anthony Hopkins really captured that.
And it's an interesting movie to see his whole life.
Yeah, exactly. A brilliant film and a great portrayal by Hopkins.
All right, thank you, Richard. Now, I can actually see Morgan Freeman as the president of our country. Of course, we saw him play the South African president as Nelson Mandela in Invictus.
Well, he just has such a presence there, Lynda, and I believe there's actually an orchestra following Morgan Freeman around at all times with that swelling, inspirational music. And yeah, if the world's going to come to a close, if the world may be in peril, who better than Morgan Freeman to say, just calm down, everyone, it's going to be okay. So I think he should be playing the president just about every movie we see. If they need a fictional president, who are you going to call? Morgan Freeman.
I would vote for him, and that voice, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I saw this miniseries, but it's been a long, long time. How good is his portrayal?
Martin Sheen, that's an iconic performance. That's why I had it included here, Lynda, because when you talk about great portrayals of presidents, Martin Sheen as John F. Kennedy is one that always comes to mind, and Blair Brown there as Jackie Kennedy was excellent as well.
Yeah, it's really good, and it is available on DVD if people haven't seen it.
Very strong stuff there. He's such a terrific actor.
Welcome back to Hollywood's Top 10. ReelzChannel movie reviewer Richard Roeper is here with us today. We're counting down your top 10 presidential portrayals.
Right.
Now, how hard was it for you to come up with 10?
It's interesting, Lynda. I think if I had to come up with 20, then that would be a problem. I mean, there are 10 or 12 really solid films, but there are so many presidents who are larger than life, and no one's really done the definitive portrait of them. And that's why we decided to include fictional presidents as well as characters based on living presidents, because some of the fictional presidents are actually more interesting than the cookie-cutter portrayals we've seen of some of the great figures that we know from history.
Right, and a lot of fun, too, and we'll get to some of those. Now, I have to admit, I haven't seen this one. It came out in 1939, and I love Henry Fonda in movies like On Golden Pond. But will younger audiences respond to this movie?
Well, it's a great portrayal there, but I think, if it was called Young Mr. Bieber, you might get young people a little bit more interested in it. But Henry, it's a very corny film, but why not? And Abraham Lincoln, it's such a great story. How he became president, and that's how this this focuses on the early stages of his career, and it does a magnificent job of that.
Yeah, it just seems light and fun.
Yeah, very inspirational.
All right.
They should show it in 4th grade classes for the kids.
All right, well, I'll check it out. I'm a little past 4th grade, but I'll check it out. Thanks, Richard.
Not me.
He eats a lot in that movie. Jeff Bridges, more clean cut in that role. He won the Oscar last year for Crazy Heart, playing a drunk, nominated this year for True Grit. In Tron, is there any role he can't play?
No, he could do just about anything, and such a great portrayal there. He's just basically telling this young congressman played by Christian Slater that I'm going to wipe the floor with you, but I'm going to do it with a smile on my face all the time. He really embodies the presidential character where someone is the smartest guy in the room, knows it, and is enjoying every moment of it.
Yeah, it's really good, and Joan Allen is wonderful in that as well.
Yeah, it's a really strong film. People should check that one out.
Really looking forward to seeing that. Welcome back to Hollywood's Top 10. We're here with ReelzChannel movie reviewer Richard Roeper, counting down your top 10 presidential portrayals. Now, Greg Kinnear's playing JFK. How do you think he's going to do?
I think he's going to do great. Like Jeff Bridges, he's got that everyman quality where he can just disappear into a role, so I'm really looking forward to this.
Me too, me too. I thought Josh Brolin was excellent in this movie. I even thought he should have been nominated for an Oscar. Am I off base?
No, not at all. And this was a much more sympathetic portrayal than I think people might have expected from Oliver Stone. And Josh Brolin, like Anthony Hopkins, not necessarily looking like the character he's portraying, but really getting the spirit of the man. Great work.
Yeah, I felt like I was watching George W. Bush.
Really
did.
Terrific work there.
Bruce Greenwood may not be a name that everybody knows, but he's been working for years, and we know him from movies like Barney's Version recently, Star Trek, Dinner for Schmucks. How good is he in this role?
He's so strong. Anytime you see him in a movie, you go, oh, I know that guy. He's terrific. And, you hear your parents or your grandparents talking about the Cuban Missile Crisis, and you might not know know the history, you see that film and you realize how close we were. We were really on the verge of World War III, and a magnificent portrayal there by Bruce Greenwood.
Yeah, interesting story, and I thought he was just superb.
Yeah, very strong.
Welcome back to Hollywood's Top 10. Reels Channel movie reviewer Richard Roeper is here with us, counting down your top 10 presidential portrayals. I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Okay.
Who would you like to see play the president next on the big screen?
Ooh, well, if someone was playing Obama, I think Will Smith actually would be really good as Barack Obama. And in terms of a fictional president, I'd like to see Meryl Streep play a president. I think she'd be great. She'd be great in anything, but can't you just picture her in the White House?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. All right, that's a good one. Thanks, Richard. Frank Langella was praised for this performance. What is it about this portrayal that really made it work?
Well, the only thing more fascinating than Nixon, I think, in office is what happened to Nixon once he was out of office, and Langella really embodies that. And the makeup there, and the hair, and the voice, and the mannerisms, spot on every step of the way.
Yeah, and he was nominated for an Oscar, but he lost to Sean Penn in Milk, who was also good.
I lost once again to one of those other types. I don't know what happened there.
I love Kevin Kline. I feel like we didn't see a lot of him for a while, but recently we've seen him in The Extra Man and No Strings Attached.
Right.
Coming out soon in The Conspirator, which, funnily enough, is about the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, I hear really, really good things about that. Looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. All right, stick around. Richard's #1 presidential portrayal of all time is coming up next on Hollywood's Top 10. Stick around. Welcome back to Hollywood's Top 10. Reels Channel movie reviewer Richard Roeper is with us today, counting down his top 10 favorite presidential portrayals. Are you ready to reveal your #1 pick?
As Kevin Kline just said, go, go, go.
Yeah, let's do it. First, here's a quick recap. It's pretty funny. We see Martin Sheen in a supporting role there. We see Frank Langella back in Dave. All right, of all the portrayals of presidents, why Michael Douglas as #1?
Because we need a president like that. That's the president that we always want, a guy who, when it really gets tough, he speaks like this and tells you that he's going to do the right thing.
That's
I vote
right.
for Michael Douglas right now.
Me too. And you respect him.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, he's just an all-American good guy.
Yeah, it's a great inspirational film and also a great love story.
It really is. Annette Bening, you don't see her there, but she does play the love interest.
Yeah, they're great together.
All right. Well, Richard Roeper, thank you so much. That does it for this episode of Hollywood's Top 10. For more on any of Richard's picks, go to our website, reels.com/top10. And remember to connect with us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. You can let us know what you think of Richard's choices on our Facebook page. Richard, always a good time. We'll see you very soon, I hope.
I had a blast. Thanks, Linda.